Hello, St. Joe's. I hope you're doing well, and just want to give a little update on my quarantine process and just let you know that I'm doing very well. I've been feeling wonderful, and it's been going just fine. But I just wanted to reach out, let you know my prayers, and let you know just that's looked like for me to be quarantined. And that's been not a bad process. It's almost like being on retreat in many ways. If you've ever been on a retreat, you always kind of settle into a routine daily, and that routine came pretty quickly. And so for me, my daily routine is usually get up in the morning, get a little breakfast, and I almost always pray my holy hour immediately. I do that right here in the front living room of the rectory. Got this big beautiful window you can't see, but it's nice and bright over here, and so I love to pray here. And after I pray my holy hour and I pray part of the breviary, I then go and celebrate Mass. I've got to kind of set up a little chapel in one of the bedrooms, and I offer Mass there, and I again offer those for your intentions. I offer it also for the intentions that we have daily here at the parish. And so after I pray my holy hour and I celebrate Mass, I usually then go downstairs and I set up my office in the basement. And I know many of us have had to make that transition, but it's a new thing for me. But working from home has been going all right. I've got my computer set up down there, and I've got a phone. And so I've been, I can answer email, and I can, work with the staff. And I have to say, the staff have been fantastic. They've stepped right up, and they've been so good to work with me as we kind of relay things back and forth as needed. And so usually I'll work in my office for a few hours, and then I usually go for a bike ride right before lunch. Usually try to get about an hour biking in. And I love exploring towns, and biking is a great way to do that. And so it's been fun kind of finding my way in different parts of Howell every day as I go different directions. And so I go biking, grab some lunch, usually go back down to the office and work some more. And then in the evening, I usually go for a walk. Again, I usually pray my rosary, do some more praying, and I'll get dinner. And then after that, I'll just relax in the evening. And that could be me just, reading, watching something on Netflix, or I've got my brother and some friends that we've been playing a few online games. We have an online Monopoly we've been playing, and also cribbage. And so that's been very, very enjoyable. So again, quarantine it's been going all right, and I thank you for your patience. As I didn't expect this for my first 3 weeks in at the parish, but God always provides. And knowing that God always provides, I want to share then, what have been some of the graces that He's given for me during this quarantine period. And there's two that I want to share. The first came from when I was celebrating Mass just a few days into the quarantine, and I was feeling a little bit frustrated. I was getting to know the staff, getting to know many of you, and had some great projects going. And all of a sudden, I feel like it was kind of came to a stop as I had to stay at the house. But I was praying Mass and just felt the Lord saying, this is okay. This is just the reminder that any good work that's going to happen here at the parish won't come from me, won't come from anybody else, but it's going to be His grace. And so that is a great reminder of, again, where we build the foundation of our lives, no matter who we are, including this parish, upon Him. And a second grace that I've had here at the parish and here at the rectory during my quarantine period actually has to do with this image of Mary that hangs in the living room of my rectory. Again, I've been praying my holy hour here, and so I can't help but look at this image of Mary. I'm actually pull it off the wall and get a little bit closer. And you can see this beautiful image of Mary holding Jesus. I had to do some research to figure out just what this image is called, and it's called Madonna of the Olives. And so if you look closely, you see Jesus is holding on to a little olive branch, and there's some olives coming in. And this was praying, Lord, what is the significance of this image and how you are working? And it's brought to mind, Jesus, who is so good, He's God after all, who has loved us. How that image of the olive speaks to us about His love, His salvation. The olive trees and olives in general meant a lot in the time of Jesus and that culture, because the olives gave you food, gave you light as they burned the oil, and also brought healing as you might rub that oil over wounds or things that were sore. And so just was thinking, of course, but to get that oil, you first have to crush the olive. And it's only being crushed and releasing its oil that it can be used. And Jesus, how much more is that you? That, Lord, as it says in Isaiah, that you were crushed for our infirmities, you were bruised for our sins, by your stripes we are healed. And so from the cross, as Jesus was crushed in the sense like that olive, saving blood and saving water came from his pierced heart, the sacraments. And just like the olive that brought light and brought food and brought healing, Jesus is all of those things for us. That John tells us in his gospel that Jesus is the light of the world. And we also know that Jesus is the Eucharist, that we literally feed upon him, that he has made himself present in the Blessed Sacrament. And of course, he also heals us in the sacrament of reconciliation, especially, but also the anointed of the sick. It's like that olive oil, brought healing. Christ's grace, through him, again, being crushed for our sake, even unto death, has brought us life. And so this has been one beautiful image for me to pray with as I've gone through this quarantine, just to reflect more deeply upon Christ's love for me and for all of us. And I pray that as we go through this time, that all of us, again, experience the love of Jesus more deeply. May he be the light, and may he be our food, and may he be our healing, because that's who he is. Again, know my prayers, and God bless you.